What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining once again. This is theZim's Video Journal, episode 20. No, not 24. 53. This is episode 53 of theZim's Video Journal. And this is where I talk about everything that's gone down in the world of theZim and A-Rock. But mostly theZim, I guess. A-Rock's there sometimes. But I talk about everything that's gone down in the last week. I post every Monday for you. This is the Video Journal of my artistic process and the things that are going down and coming up, hopefully. So let's get started. First off, I always start off with what went down on the WOTS podcast. It was a rad podcast. So, if you listen to it, in the preamble, I always do a little intro to each podcast. And at the moment of recording it, I felt, it was one that I didn't feel as comfortable talking. I didn't feel like the flow of the conversation didn't have that flow that I like in the moment. However, when I went back and listened to it a couple of times. I always do that the day I post it. I try to listen to it before I post it to make sure it's all good, but I tend to just listen to where all the splices are, so I know it's gonna sound alright. But I listened back to the whole thing after I posted it, and I was like, dang, this was a good podcast. This was really, the flow was a lot better than I thought it was in the moment. So I'm really happy about that. Hopefully you had a chance to check it out. It was with Mackenzie McAninch, and he is the manager for Aaron Jones in the Way. So it was really great to talk to somebody about the kind of behind the scenes of what's going on. And really, we just barely scratched the surface. I'd like to get more in depth. I'd like to get more nitty gritty with it, but we kind of touched on some elements. Maybe I'll get him back in here at some point. I'd like to get him and maybe Aaron at the same time, if possible, and so to kind of have that discourse between the two and see what it's like and what's going on, because they're on the hustle. It's really great to see them creating and making things happen. So that's pretty rad. What else we got? Big thing coming up for me, theZim. Starting June 1st, I'm going to be hosting a new open mic at the Substation in the Fremont, Ballard area. And so pretty soon you'll see some event pages and Facebook pages for that thing. I'm gonna probably create it. It'll probably be in the description of this video. Will be a link to the page, so go there. I haven't created it yet, but by the time I post this, it'll be created. A Substation open mic page hosted by me, theZim. So let's create something. Let's make something happen. Let's get this scene going. Let's create a scene. Let's do something cool. So hopefully you'll like the way that I curate an open mic. The way I'm gonna roll with it is 2 songs for anybody. It's gonna be focused on singer-songwriters types. We're not having a backline. We're not doing anything like that. So it's focused on a couple instruments, couple vocals. However, I could see if there's more of a band wants to be involved, there's room for that. Except there won't be any full drum kit type things. There'll be maybe you could bring a hand drum, or you can bring a snare drum and work a song that fits that format. I won't be miking anything but a couple instruments and vocals. So if there's a bass guitar involved, bring an amp and you can hook it up. And I'm gonna try to run it so it's kind of clips along. I don't want it to be people waiting for people to be tuning and things like that. I'll announce who's on deck and be like, hey, time to tune now, so that when it's your turn to play, you get up, you play your songs, and you get off, and the next person can go. So it's just it kind of creates a show. So the music happening, it won't be these big long breaks between each act. So, and it should be roughly about 15 people. We kind of mapped out the time, 2 songs, and or 12 minutes is kind of the area I'm looking at. There's a lot of people that go to open mics and say, oh, only 2 songs. Okay, I'll play my 30-minute epics. But no, that's not gonna happen. 2 songs or 12 minutes, whatever comes first. I'm pretty on point when it comes to kicking people off the stage if they are taking up too much time. So that's that. And every once in a while, I'm sure somebody will come that wants to do spoken word or comedy or something, and they get 5 minutes. So that's how that'll work. But we're focused on just singer-songwriter type stuff. Just, if you're in a band, bring what you're working on and play it for people. If that's what you do, is you're a singer-songwriter, come on down. create something, and I'm hoping people will like stick around for the whole most of the time and make it a community event, make it a thing that they want to be at. It's not just like I'm waiting for my 2 songs that I booked. It's like I want to hang out and hear what's going on in the scene and what's happening. So that's what I want to try to create with it. Substation, June 1st. They asked me to do the open mic, and I'm going to do it, and I'm stoked on it because I've been wanting to do more music. I want to see what's created with it. And it seems like a good fit at the moment, so I'm gonna roll with it. I'm pretty excited about it. So come on down, and yeah, let's do it. Let's do this. My computer's beeping, but all right. So that's that. June 13th, the Zim and A-Rock are gonna be down in Olympia with Ever So Android and Dirty Dirty. Super stoked on that. It's gonna be an epic show, so be sure to check that out. Come down if you're in the Olympia area. Come down if you're in Seattle. You should drive down for it because it's going to be sick. The event page will be on the description of this video. Check it out. You go to thezim.com. That'll take you there too. But all your links will be down there somewhere or up there, depending where you're watching this. This is now posted on YouTube and on Facebook. Figured out how to do it on Facebook. Basically, it wouldn't let me post the video, like big video from my phone on Facebook, but I could do it on my desktop. So, and now what I'm doing, I'm still with, if you're keeping track of what's going on, eventually I want to be recording straight into the computer, but I'm still on my my phone camera thing. And I just import it into my computer, and then you notice the last one I put theZim.com, or on this one it'll be as well. Zim.com will be on it. So that's kind of your, initial reference if you want to learn more about what I'm talking about. Click that, or not click it, but, type it into your URL. And it'll take you to the Zim and A-Rock, the Zim, word on the street, all that good stuff. I need to work on my website a little bit more, but that's what's going on there. Biggest thing, the coolest thing, what I'm excited about most to tell you tonight or today is I posted the first 2 songs from Peace and Love Volume 4. And I decided to do 2 right away, right now, because with life and everything, I have kids. I'm, hustling on Word on the Street. I'm hustling on the Zim and A-Rock, getting shows and doing all that stuff. Full schedule. I try to, do my yoga and do all the things like that. Work out. Got my day job 9 to 5, basically. So with all those things that I'm working on, it's hard to find time to devote to working on a recording. And I managed to get 2 of them done. So I got 2 more to work on, and I don't know how long it'll take me to get those done, but hopefully a couple months at the most, but we'll see. But I'm pretty excited about the 2 that I put up. One song is called Countryside, one song is called Faraway Spices. So the link to that will be in the description of this video. Bandcamp is the only place you can get it right now because I'm not putting it up anywhere else until I have all 4 done, and then once all 4 done, I'll post it to the web, to the other places like iTunes and things. It starts at CD Baby, and they post it out to everywhere else. So check it out. Go to our Bandcamp page and download those songs. Download them. So this is the thing that I discovered. I'm more likely to listen to the songs of other people that I want to listen to if I download them, put them in my phone or whatever, and when I'm in a situation where I'm driving or I'm at work, I get to listen to headphones at work, I can put their songs on and actually listen to them. If you click the listen to online thing, you're only going to listen to 2 seconds of it and then click past if you listen to it at all. So just go and download it. Download it. It's free. All the Zim and A-Rock music is free off of Bandcamp. And so we want you to have it. We want you to download it. We want you to give it an honest listen. And we especially want you, if you like it, crank it up and share it with other people through Facebook, through your social media, or just when you're driving down the street and it's cranked so loud that everybody around is going like, hey, what's that? You go, yeah, it's the Zim and A-Rock. You know what I'm saying? So do it up for us. Thank you very much for doing that. But I guess that's it. For now. I'm sure there's something else. The last thing I'll mention is I'm going to mention a couple other things. I'm still looking to get more shows down in Portland. I think I mentioned this already. I did last time, but our Portland show that was going to happen June 6th got moved to August, so that's not happening. I really want to get down to Portland. So if anybody that's watching this can help us out, knows a connection that we can get connected to, like a legitimate inside connection. Because a lot of people post like, oh, you should check out this venue. You should check out this venue. But it's like, well, they want the same thing that Seattle wants. They want draw, and they want, draw, basically. Same thing. So it's like, we need to find a gig that we can get down there, that somebody that trusts us and knows our quality of music that we present will then say, hey, these guys are good, have them play, so that there's this kind of an inside track going on. So if you know of anybody that can help us out down in Portland, I'd love it. Also up in Bellingham, I'm going to start getting on the hustle a little more since I have internet at home, getting the train of booking and sending out more emails and stuff. So Bellingham and Portland, really want to get down to those two places. So help us out if you can, if you have an inside connection with anybody in those areas. Let's make it happen. Let's make it work. All right. Thanks a lot for listening. Oh, and last thing I'll mention is this coming week, Word on the Street is another WOTS radio, what I call WOTS radio. I was thinking of calling it changing it to the mixtape, WOTS mixtape, but I decided not to since I've already done WOTS radio twice. So this will be the third one. Pretty excited. Got some new cuts from local artists. Got some older stuff. Not super old, but 10 to 15 years old. Got some really great cuts. Got some underground stuff that you probably have never heard before. So I got 10 songs. I always do 10 songs. So I'm really excited about that. I'm actually going to be recording that right after this, but it's going to be posted on Thursday this week, as always, every Thursday. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this if you're on YouTube, if you're on the Facebook. Watch it and share it, man. I'd love you to share it. Let other people know what's going on with this artist in Seattle, because that's what it's all about. Thanks you once again. This is the Zim. This is the Zim's Video Journal from the Closet Studio right here, and we are signing out. Thank you very much. Peace out.